the build and buy consideration, right? Which every organization goes through. Um, when you put this framework in that perspective or consideration, what would be your recommendation, or what would be your approach towards build and buy, build versus buy?
Okay, so I want to divide this build versus buy into two. A, infrastructure component of that, and B, the MLOps framework part of it.
Okay.
So let's first talk about the infrastructure. Wherein, if I look at from pure engineering perspective, cloud computing companies have invested hundreds of billions of dollars in building the infrastructure and its management. One of the Canalys reports suggests that uh, public cloud infrastructure spending is estimated to grow to nearly 500 billion by 23. So these companies are doing a lot of investment and research into the specialized hardware, softwares, and various things which are required to make the client successful. I would not let that go unnoticed if I'm talking from an engineer's perspective. Also, look, there's a consideration of time and effort, human resources, time to profit, opportunity cost. All of these things come into picture. Look, if you ask me, where do I want where do I want my data scientist to spend most of his or her time in? To doing to doing the core work of building the models, right? As against uh, focusing on non-data science tasks such as tracking, monitoring, configuration, resource management, infrastructure, right? So this wasted time is often referred to as hidden technical debt, and this is one of the common bottlenecks for the machine learning team. So if I have to think about it, I would want to use these clouds, but there are companies who have been interested with private and sensitive data, which can't leave their servers because there's a small chance of vulnerability and all that. So for such cases, we would recommend an hybrid approach. Uh, Existing 100% on prem, I don't know if it is the best idea or not, given the current circumstances. So that's my view, and only my view on the infrastructure side. Now let's talk about the end-to-end ML solutions. Again, uh, two options there. There are, as usual, there are fully managed services that provide developers and data scientists with the ability to build and train and deploy these models. And a couple of examples that pop out of the mind is SageMaker, and Google has also recently announced its AI platform pipeline. So there's one approach of using that, but again, it comes with its own limitations. A single point of failure. We have recently seen some outages in some of the big public clouds. That's one. Second, if you don't like the tools provided by them, God help you, you can't do much with that. So there are limitations on that. The other option is there are the other option is custom built MLOps solution. So there are loads of very good tools which are also available, and these end-to-end solutions, if somebody wants, they can build the entire ML ops framework using these tools. So I mean, there are various options available, and one has to look at the business. One has to look at their own business model. One has to look at what expertise do they have. They have to look at what kind of speed to market they are looking, and of course the expenditure which is involved in all of these. So based on various considerations, there is options of public cloud on-prem hybrid, and there is option of complete end-to-end ML solutions versus building the custom ML solution.